Now let us discuss the topic called context free grammar, which is related to the parser program only. What is context free grammar? Why we are going to look this context free grammar here? We will understand now. See, CFG context free grammar is a 4-tuple grammar. 4 tuples means what? It consists of 4 symbols. G equal to V T SP or otherwise V sigma SP. So the names of the symbols might differ, but they give the same meaning, where V stands for non-terminals, T stands for terminals. Previously we used to take the terminals as T. Here also you can take terminals. You can denote terminals with T, capital T, no problem. So G equal to VT SP, but here it is mentioned as V comma sigma comma S comma P. You can denote terminals as T. And S is a start symbol. P stands for production rules. What is a production rule? Usually the context free grammar can be written in the form of A implies alpha, where I told you that you can take this production otherwise as alpha derives beta also, but we have taken A implies alpha or alpha implies beta also, where alpha is a single non-terminal. How do we write context free grammar? On the left hand side, only single non-terminal will be there. Right hand side is alpha. You can have any number of non-terminals and terminals. Right, context free grammar will be written as A alpha implies beta also. We can write context free grammar in the form of alpha implies beta, where alpha is single non-terminal. On the left hand side, it should have only single non-terminal. On the right hand side, it can have any number of non-terminals and terminals. That's why you see here A belongs to single V only, where alpha belongs to V union sigma whole star. What is this V here? V is non-terminal and here sigma is terminal. Right hand side you can have any number of non-terminals and terminals. Let us understand what is this non-terminal. So non-terminal is usually denoted with capital letter, single capital letter, right? And you see an example I will tell you for non-terminal. You see here, you will understand what is this single non-terminal. When you take this noun phrase and article, all A, an and the, all the things comes under articles only. A is an article, an is an article and the is also an article. See, all A, an and the, they comes under the category of article. So article is deriving A, an and the. That is why article is a non-terminal. Article is a non-terminal, and all these A, an and the, they are the terminals. Article is a non-terminal. A and the are the terminals. What about this noun phrase? Noun phrase is deriving both article and noun. See, noun phrase is deriving both article and noun. That's why noun phrase is also a non-terminal. Article is again deriving A and the. That's why article is also a non-terminal. Noun is also a non-terminal, and remaining things A and the, boy, apple, all these are the terminals we have mentioned. So I told you in the previous discussions that if any symbol is generating some production, that will be called as non-terminal. If any symbol doesn't generate any other symbol or other production, that will be called as terminal, right? We will see, we'll look after the terminals, we'll understand in a simple language. So hope you all understood what is non-terminal. So since article, noun phrase and noun, they are generating some productions, they are generating some symbols, that's why they are called as non-terminals. And what is a terminal here? Terminal is nothing but a symbol in the alphabet. So we will also see the example for this. And you remember one thing, non-terminal is always denoted with capital letter. Terminal is denoted with small letters, lowercase letters, right? And you see what are the terminals here in the same example? A, an and the, boy, apple, all these are the terminal symbols, right? A, an, the, boy, apple, all these are the terminals. Now what is the start symbol? We'll understand now. Start symbol means what? Start symbol is the first non-terminal symbol of the grammar. What is the first non-terminal symbol in the grammar? Noun phrase. Noun phrase is the first non-terminal in the grammar. That is why it is called as start symbol. So whatever the first symbol we will have in the grammar, that first symbol will be called as grammar. Sorry, first symbol will be called as start symbol. Right, next one, finite production rule. What is this production rule? We'll understand now. I told you context free grammar will be in the form of A implies alpha, what we have taken here, and otherwise you can write that as alpha implies beta also. And you must understand that there is a left hand side production and right hand side production. Left hand side there will be single non-terminal, right hand side you can have any number of terminals and non-terminals. That is the point you need to understand for context free grammar. Production is in the form of like this. Non-terminal can generate any number of terminals and non-terminals. Example, so noun phrase is generating both article and noun. See what is article here? Noun phrase is start symbol. Article and noun are both are non-terminals. Again non-terminal is deriving some terminals. Again non-terminal is deriving some terminals. So here you must understand that on the left hand side we had only single non-terminal. On the right hand side you can have a collection of either non-terminals or terminals, or otherwise a mix of both. You can have both a mix of terminals or non-terminals, otherwise only non-terminals or only terminals, any collection you can have on the right hand side. So example grammar we will take. So you see the terminals, identify the terminals, non-terminal start symbol in the grammar. Anyhow in the given example, start symbol is E, right? Start symbol is E. What are the terminals here? What are the terminals we have? Left terminal, left parenthesis, right parenthesis is a terminal, right? Minus is terminal, plus is terminal, star is terminal, slash is terminal, upward arrow mark is a terminal, okay, upward pointer is a terminal. See all these are the terminals here. Only the non-terminals are E and O. The non-terminals are E and O. The remaining all are terminals. So this is how we need to understand the context free grammar. Why we are using context free grammar? We will use this context free grammar while constructing parse trees. That is why we are using this. We will come to know about this context free grammar, right? So what are the terminals? ID, plus, minus, star, slash, upward arrow mark, okay, parenthesis, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, all these are the terminals. Next, non-terminals are only E and O, okay. What is start symbol? Capital E. And productions are these things. These productions are anyhow they have given in the example problem itself. So this is about context free grammar. To understand about this, this is about to understand context free grammar.